Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Flexibility. Welcome in-person participants and virtual participants. We're going to, for the next 45 minutes, exercise and strengthen all muscle groups of the body. So let's get started with a warm-up. Okay, take a seat. Lift in the rib cage, feet flat on the floor, shoulders back and down, and inhale, coming up. Reach out of the rib cage and exhale. And inhale, coming up. Reach and exhale. And inhale, reach, and exhale. Let's start with the neck. We're going to place the ear toward the shoulder, bring it center, take it over to the other side, and come center, chin to chest, and now look up at the ceiling, stretching the neck. Turn to one side, turn to the other, look over the shoulder, and look over the opposite shoulder. Bring it back to center. Let's just do some shoulder shrugs to get rid of any tension that we may have collected there from working behind computers or driving, which is especially stressful during holiday season. So we lift and drop, lift and drop, lift, drop, lift and drop. All right, now crossing the arms over the shoulders. We're going to lift those elbows up as high as we can. Exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. And now let's roll the shoulders front to back and down, lift, circle back and down. 3 and 4. Let's reverse that direction. Shoulders to the back of the chair, up to the ears, bring it forward and down. 2, 3, and 4. Crossing of the wrist, come all the way up. And come back down. And back up. And this is a good one to get the shoulders worked out. And now we're going to take the arms straight to the side and circle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to keep the hands facing the ground and we're going to clench and stretch those fingers until you feel the forearms, and move it to the center position and take it up and circle and up. And by now you should start feeling it in the forearms. Just clench and stretch. And now arpeggios. So moving those fingers across the piano keyboard. And let's move it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make a circle and get the wrist warmed up. And reverse it in the opposite direction. other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a fist and circle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Inhale, reach, and exhale down. All right, now we're going to reach across the body, make a fist, pull a rope in. Other side, reach, make a fist, pull, reach, and pull. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, now we're going to make a rainbow, not rainbow, down and up. All right, on each side, down and up. Kind of a rainbow, down and up, down and up, down and up, and down and up. And we're going to lift something heavy, stay here in the center, bring it down, now push it up to the ceiling, and down. And again, we're going to reach, pull, lift, and down. Other side. Both arms reach, pull in, lift a heavy boulder up to the ceiling, and down, and reach, and pull, lift, and down. Last one. Reach, pull, lift, and down. All right, so now we're going to start getting the spine warmed up. So we'll start with bending the elbows back and center. Now open wide and push them to the back and center. Pull back and open. Pull back and open, and pull back and open. Now you can just remain seated front ways. I'm going to turn side so you can see what I'm doing with the spine. We're going to contract in the gut toward the back of the chair, stretching the arms front. Now lift the chest forward. That's it. And contract back and lift. And contract back and lift, contract and lift. And more spine work. Let's do cat and cow, which is very good for stretching the spine. Hands on the thighs, press the chest forward. We come down, chin up. All right, now press into the thighs, bring the shoulders forward, chin to chest. And stretch forward, push the chest forward and down. Now contract, bringing the shoulders forward, chin to chest. And down. And this one's good to do at the computer too. You can just stop and do a few of these. And down, and contract. All right, circles across the body and down, and across and down. And take one arm back and down, 2, 3, and 4. Reverse, swim, and swim, swim, and swim, and breaststroke, bending forward from the waist, 3 and 4. Hold it up, and come back center, exhale down. Very good. All right, so now let's start working in the core area. So we're going to place hands on the shoulders. This one's a little easier to do if you can perch on the tip of your toes. We twist, bend the elbow to the opposite knee. Come center, twist, and center, twist, center, twist, and center. Now just turn, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift, we're still on toes. We're going to reach down, touch the floor if you can make it, and up. And exhale, keep the stomach pulled in. Inhale. Exhale. And exhale. All right, now feet are going to be flat, wide apart, and we're going to go rapidly side to side, reaching for the opposite toes. So you can reach, you know, if you can only get here or here, that's fine. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's go for another 8. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale and exhale down. All right, so now we're going to do some rapid twisting to each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale up. Hand across the leg. We're going to twist, working on digestion. Pull the stomach in and hold. 2, 3, 4. Come back to center. Other arm, lift. Take it over the thigh. Twist and hold. 2, 3, 4. Bring it back to center position. Okay, so let's start stretching a little more in the upper chest and back area. So we reach down to the opposite toe, take the arm up, come back, and we're going to end with a circle, and reach, lift, look back, circle, and reach, lift, look back. Doesn't matter which way you circle. Circle. One more. Reach, look back, and circle, and reverse. Reach, look to the back, circle, and reach, lift, look back, circle, and reach, lift, look back, and circle, and come back to center position. All right, now you're going to lift the breastbone up to the chin rapidly. So it goes lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hold. Now you're going to contract, contract, contract. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to slide the ribs side to side, so you can either put the hands on the chair arms or your thighs, whichever. We slide, 2, good, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to try that same slide without the use of the hands. It's going to be a little more difficult. Ready, slide, use your ribs only. 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so now we're going to stretch, contract, slide, slide. Stretch, contract, slide, slide. Stretch, contract, slide, slide. Stretch, contract. Very good. Slide and slide. So now we're going to do that, but we're going to add at the very end a rib circle. So here we go. Stretch, contract, slide, slide, circle. Good. Front, contract, side, side, lift and circle, and front, back, side, side, circle, opposite direction, and front, back, slide, slide, circle the ribs. All right, so now we're going to do 8 of those circles in one direction and 8 in the other. If you get tired, you can place the hands here to kind of relieve the tension, or if you want to go for broke, leave the hands out. All right, so ready, circle, and 2, 3, 4, lift in the center, lift it over, 5, 6, good, 7, and 8, reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very good. We're going to continue on. As you see, we're centering today on core. So we're going to stand by the side of the chair. We're going to do that same move with front, back, side, and side. One hand on the top of the chair, one hand on the hip, and push forward, contract, slide, slide, forward, contract, slide, slide, forward, contract, slide, slide, forward, contract, and slide, and slide. Now, without the use of the hands, forward, contract, slide, slide. Relax the shoulders, contract, slide, slide. Try not to use the hips. Try keeping the hips stationary and just sliding the ribs. Forward and contract and slide, and forward and contract, slide, slide. Now circle. Try to keep the hips steady. 2, 3, 4, reverse, lift and circle. Unseen hips, lift and circle, lift and circle, and lift and circle. Don't worry if you didn't get any movement at all. It takes months. It's a hard one to do. It's a lot easier when you don't have the weight of your body on your feet. It's easier in the chair. But what you want to do is get to the point where you can do that particular thing without the use of hands on the chair, because it's a tremendous core strengthener. Okay, so we're going to move now down to the hip area. So we're going to place one foot ahead of the other, arm is out to the side, and you're going to lift the hip up into the shoulder, press it down, and 2. Now remember that hip comes up, it's not just leg, it is hip. That's it, and down, good. 5, 6, 7, 8. And as you felt, this other glute medius got a good workout. We're going to come to the other side for that hip. These are very good hip strengtheners. The one foot is slightly ahead of the other. You want to be on that toe so that when you lift, your hip has mobility. Arm out to the side, hike the hip up into the shoulder and down. And 2, down, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very good. We're going to add on. All right, so foot is in front again. We lift the hip, bring it back down to center position, open and close the door, back to center. Lift, center, open and close, and lift, center, open, close, lift, center, open and close, and lift, center, open and close. So there you have a complete hip workout. Top of the hip and all the way around. And that should alleviate, sometimes if you get pain in the buttocks area, it's not just the SI joint that causes it. Your hips can be so stiff and bound in that they press on nerve endings. So that's a good one. Let's try that on the other side now. All right, foot in front, we lift. All right, now lift the hip up to the shoulder and down, in and out, up, down. Let's go out first. Out and in, and up, down, out and in, up, down, out and in. Now the in, you really want to try to cross the knee over to the arm of the chair. If you can't quite get there, fine. All right, so we're going to relax that now, shake out both legs. And we are going to move from hips over to thigh. So we'll go on the other side now. Leg in front, arm out, lift in the ribs. We're going to lift that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to add on. We're going to lift, reverse lunge, bend, and lift. Come through, reverse lunge, bend, and lift. Kick, reverse lunge, bend, and up. Kick, reverse lunge, back. One more, come on, I know you got it in you. That's it, and down and up. And now with the knee issues, anyone has knee issues, when you get back here, okay, you can just kind of bounce it or not bend at all. Okay, so protect your knees if you're having problems in that area. And I think we all do. The problem is that there's nothing like what the Creator gave you, but He put an expiration date with it. So we just have to work around that, strengthening what we can, and work from there. All right, so let's start with plain leg lifts. First, pull in the core, lift in here, relax the shoulders, arm out to the side. See, when we hold the arm out to the side, we actually do an isometric exercise for the arms. So there's method to the madness. All right, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, now we lift, reverse lunge, plie, and up. Sweep, reverse, down, and up. Sweep, good, reverse, down, up. Sweep, reverse, down, and up. Sweep, reverse, one more, and sweep, reverse, down, and up. The other thing you want to watch for whenever you're doing leg exercises, never crunch for the waist to meet the thigh. The leg has got to meet the waist. That's when you get the strengthening on the quadricep. All right, so now we're going to work on the sides of the legs. Then we come to the other side. We take the leg out to the side. Now, push the big toe into the ground. You don't want the foot turned out because then you're going to get the quad again. So you want to push the big toe into the floor. That's it. Now, relax the supporting knee and lift. 2. That way you feel it on the side. 4. Good. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now this time we will go lift, wide feet, push, and center. That way you use core on the pull in the center also. If, again, knee challenges, just lift, center, pull in. All right, ready? Lift, wide feet, push the hips back, and now pull into the center. Lift, wide legs, pull back, and center, lift, down, back, and center. Let's try that on the other side. The IT band is not pleasant to work. It's pretty much, I don't want to say a tough muscle to work with, but it is, especially if you have hip issues. So you're going to feel it a little more than some other muscles. But it's worth it because that will prevent any sciatic issues going on. All right, leg out to the side, dig the toe into the floor, big toe into the floor. Soften the supporting knee, lift, arm out, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, now we lift, wide legs, push back, pull in. Lift, wide legs, and pull in. Lift, and pull in, and lift, squat, and pull in. Let's do a nice inhalation, and exhale down. All right, so we've had a tremendous workout here for the core today, and also hips and outer thighs. So now we're going to get our mats out. So those of you at home or here, if you have water, now's a good time to hydrate. Okay, so since we did a lot of work today on core, we're not going to do a whole lot on the floor, but we'll do some so that you can maybe hit a few other muscles in the core. So we're going to slide down the legs till we get onto all fours, reach for the mat, come onto the knees, and here we are on all fours. So we're going to start today with bird dog position. So it gets the stomach muscles, plus it's very good for that muscle in the butt that needs to be tightened up. All right, we lift one leg to the back, pull the hips back. Now use the opposite arm by stretching it straight in front, and we hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and come back to center. Extend the other leg out, pull the hips back, lift the opposite arm straight out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come back to center. We're going to do that 2 more times. Then we're going to do a little exercise with the toes and feet. So we extend the opposite leg again. Opposite arm in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other leg. Straight out, pull the hips back, other arm out in front, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and center. All right, now we're going to go like you're going to curl the toes as if you're going to push off on them. Okay, now come on top of the arches. So it's toe, toe, arch, arch, toe, toe. This is so good for the feet. Arch, arch, toe, toe, arch, arch, toe, toe, arch, arch. And that is the exercise you're going to use for preparation of sitting back on the top of the arches to stretch out the feet. You may not be able to do that one right away. All right, now we're going to come from here into plank position. So we come onto the forearms. We stretch one leg out to the back, and we take the other leg back and lower the body into a straight line. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax, coming onto the stomach. Stretch out the arms, and the wrists so that they don't get too stressed. All right, now come back onto the forearms again for another 10. Lift into straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come onto the stomach. Stretch the arms forward. Really reach. All right, last time. Here we go. On the forearms. Lift into a straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come onto the stomach. We're going to roll to the side and extend one arm. Feet are together. All right, now we are going to, what you're going to do is balance on the side of your body. All right, so we're going to take this arm up and take it over to reach the other arm and lift and down. And what you want to prevent is rolling back or rolling to the front. All right, it takes strength to keep that body in a line on the hip. Lift, reach, lift and down. Lift, reach, lift and down, and lift, reach, lift and down. All right, we're going to push up, and we're going to try that on the other side. Anytime you do body lengtheners and stretches, it's so good for you, and it reduces fat, actually. So stretching is great for getting rid of adipose tissue. All right, so we lay down, the arm is stretched out, you are on the hip. If you have a bony hip, you may want to put a cushion underneath. Lift and reach, lift and down, and lift, reach, lift and down, lift, reach, lift and down. Last one, and reach, lift and down. All right, now we're going to bend the knees in and push up onto the forearm. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of flow movement. We're going to stretch the arm and leg out, bring it in. Now circle the hip and arm and around. Very good. Out and in. Circle and down. And out and in. Circle and down. When you circle, this one is not looking so good, gang. We're a little, I'm looking for a little more grace. Okay, so let's break this down. When we get here, or I'll get my arm out of the way so you can see. This knee comes up and it stays bent and the hip just circles around and back into center. So it's not this kind of thing. You are actually keeping the knee, you're lifting it up from the other one. Now just practice circle, around, and in. Circle, around, and in. Circle, around, and in. Now we're going to use that arm to circle along with the knee. All right, we lift the knee, circle, around, and in. Now you're looking good. Circle, around, and in. Circle, around, and in. So let's add. We stretch, we bring it in, we circle around, and stretch, and in, circle around. Much nicer. Okay, let's go over onto the other hip. All right, so we'll just go over the move first, then we add the arms. Lift and in, circle around. Lift, in, circle around. Lift, in, circle around. All right, add the arms. Lift, come in, circle around. lift, in, circle around, and lift, in, circle around. Very nice, very nice. Okay, we're getting there. We're going to be ready for the Esther Williams swim team. All right. And come over onto the knees, and we're going to push up. Kind of stay on the toes here if you can, if that doesn't bother the knees, and push up. I read a book that Esther Williams wrote on herself, and she was speaking at an engagement, and the woman that introduced her said, you know, we all want to look like Esther Williams. And Esther Williams got up there and she said, I would like to look like her now too. So, you know, it happens to the best of us. So, feet apart. We lift, take it over, and reach for the opposite edge of the foot. Lift, and take it up and over. And inhale up, and take it over. Reach for the outside of the foot. Inhale up and over. Let's come straight down. Get those hamstrings, just hang loose, and bounce. And you can feel those hamstrings loosening up. Bend the knees and roll up and stretch. 2, 3, 4. Inhale up, feet together, and Om Shanti. Thank you for joining me today, everyone. Come back tomorrow morning. We will have flexibility at 9 a.m., 10:45. We will have cardio fun. Now, in January, we will be replacing the Wednesday flexibility class with strength and balance. We will have weights for you, or if you want to make your own, bring your own weights, you can. But thanks for tuning in, everyone. We will see you tomorrow.